old-fashioned rules of eating etiquette have been relaxed in recent years. No longer is a dinner guest subject to embarrassment by some insignificant blunder at the table. To be polite, gracious, and obliging to your hostess and fellow dinner guests is a sign of good breeding and inner grace. Pay close attention to this film. It will answer any questions or doubts you may have on how to behave in front of dinner guests at another person's home. Never be the first seated. Be certain all are present and you are at your own place setting. Repose at the table is a sign of dignity and respect. Never lounge in your chair. Sit up straight. Keep your hands in your lap and your feet on the floor. Your elbows should never wing out, nor rest on the table. Of course, there are a few rules that should have been learned in kindergarten. Don't try to attract attention by waving your cutlery in the air. Don't tap against glasses or plates, nor play with the salt and pepper shakers. Only the ill-bred provincial tucks his napkin into the top of his jacket. And talking when your mouth is full of food nauseates your neighbors. Never reach out to get something at the table. Simply ask for it politely and it will be passed to you. Do not blow briskly on your food to cool it. It is an insult to your hostess if you closely examine your food before eating it. And it is considered bold effrontery to refuse a dish that is offered to you. So is pushing your plate away after tasting the food. If you taste your food and discover that you do not like it, do not spit it out onto your fork or remove it with a napkin. When a morsel of food by an act of carelessness or stupidity is sent flying to the floor, it should be left for the servants to pick up. If you find something distasteful in your food, do not upset your fellow dinner guests by drawing attention to it. Handling it with due discretion is far more tactful. If you are so nauseated that you feel you must leave the room, do so immediately. There are certain foods that may be eaten without the benefit of a knife, fork, or spoon. This food category includes olives, pickles, celery, carrots, radishes, nuts, minced berries, cookies, and small sandwiches. A banana should be peeled down bit by bit and small pieces broken off with the fingers. Or one may peel the banana completely and eat it with a fork. The spoon is held lightly, as one would hold a pencil. When eating soup, the spoon is dipped away from you. Be sure to lift the spoon up to you. Bending over the plate is bad manners. Never try to scrape out the last trickles of soup. Eat what can be eaten gracefully and leave what little remains. The knife is used for cutting foods. Never use it for any other purpose. None but the vulgarian takes a larger piece of food than he can handle in one mouthful. The butter knife is usually found on the dinner plate. If a butter knife is not provided, the dinner knife or any other convenient knife may be used for spreading. Never reach out and spear a roll or a slice of bread. Although today we can overlook many etiquette blunders without batting an eyelash, this does not hold true for bone picking. It is hard to believe, but there are still people to be found publicly gnawing large greasy bones, brandishing sticky chops, and virtually attacking oversized drumsticks without the use of silverware. This sort of conduct is strictly a barbarian practice. Accidents happen at the table, and should one happen to you, be as calm and discreet as possible. The hostess should smile graciously, and a new topic of conversation should be introduced immediately. You should not be too apologetic. An appealing glance saying,
"1,000 pardons, I was most revolting,"
should suffice. We hope you have enjoyed our informal little lecture on basic table manners, and we know will result in a happier, more fulfilling life.